Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Becca, and in this video I'm just going to kind of chit chat with you guys, talk to y'all about what's been going on with me for the past 2 weeks and where I'm at today with my weight loss journey, and just kind of get up to date with you guys. I have missed y'all so much. Not posting for 2 weeks was definitely difficult for me. I have really found a love in communicating with you guys and posting, and it just makes me feel connected to so many of you, and not posting and not being able to communicate with y'all as much definitely sucked. And I do want to thank every single person that reached out to me, checked on me, and left me a kind message. It meant the world to me, and I want you to know that. Like, I wish I could give you all of y'all a hug. If my social anxiety wasn't so bad, I definitely would, for sure. But going just straight into it, if you've read the title of the video, of course, or maybe the thumbnail, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but my family and I got COVID, and it has been so difficult on us. We've never had COVID before. I don't like, talking too much about it, but if y'all have watched enough of my videos, I feel like y'all kind of can get the hints at it. But I am definitely like a germaphobe, and I am very, very repetitive with, I always use Germ-X, I wash my hands, we always try it to be as clean as possible. And I've had those issues before the pandemic, so it's not just a pandemic thing and it's a whatever thing. It's just the pandemic definitely heightened my, phobia of needing to feel clean after touching different surfaces, and, being more aware of like how many people could be touching the doorknob before you touch it, and just, those kind of things. So we have stayed pretty safe and self-aware for the past, I guess it's been 3 years now or so since the pandemic started. So I'm very happy that we haven't had it up to this point. And truthfully, the way that it all happened, just kind of starting from the first person that got it, my son was the first person to have, bad symptoms from it. And his wasn't too crazy. It started actually Christmas Day. We woke up from Santa, coming in and leaving us presents. And that morning, my son had gotten sick before my husband and I and my daughter came into the living room, and he let us know what happened. So I went straight into mommy mode and was making him comfortable, making sure that he was okay, taking his temp, asking him the normal questions that you ask, making sure that he's okay. And then I made him comfortable on the couch, and then we did our Christmas morning, and then I just made him comfortable in his room, made sure he had everything he needed, liquids and all that. And honestly, he was only sick for like 4 days total, and his symptoms was a sore throat and a runny nose or stuffy nose. And so I didn't think too many crazy things. I kept asking him questions too. My son's very vocal. He's 12 years old, and he was letting me know like there was no chest pain. He really wasn't coughing, but just a little bit. So I'm the type of person that my brain goes to the worst case scenarios usually, to the like just the first thing that it goes to. So I was trying to, of course, look at what his symptoms were and where he's at with how sick he is, and I just really didn't think it was COVID. And he just wasn't, like, to me, and maybe I just don't know much about COVID, but I've always, thought that when you get COVID, you always get a really bad cough and it's hard to breathe. And that's kind of like the warning, symptoms, I guess, that I think of when I think of COVID, because we haven't had it before. And he didn't have that. And I kept checking on him to make sure that his chest was okay, his breathing was okay, like nothing, like his temp was pretty good. And so anyways, 4 days go by. He's completely fine. His symptoms have gone away, and he didn't seem too bad. It seemed like he had strep, to be honest with you. But after he had gotten sick, I got sick, and it hit me so hard. I've never been that sick before, honestly. Probably since I was a kid. Like, it hit me so hard. When I tell you guys, I had zero energy. Like, when I was bigger, when I was at like 220, I used to, when I would do dishes or house chores, I would always feel winded. Like, just doing the smallest task, I would get winded and have to quit for a little bit and restart a new task. But whenever I was sick, it was like that. I couldn't get chores done, cooking, cleaning, even dishes. I had to sit down to do my dishes because I would just be so winded. And it wasn't that I was so hard at breathing when I was just relaxing or whatever. And I didn't have a cough. Like, it would just be every now and again I would cough. And my symptoms were just a sore throat and a stuffy nose, like him, and headaches. I didn't throw up. So I wasn't to a point where I was doing so bad that I needed to go to the hospital or the doctor. So I wasn't stressing it too much, and I wasn't trying to think of the worst case scenario. I truthfully thought that we just had some strep or something that was just a normal, common illness that most people get during this time of the year. And I started to get better. And then my daughter got sick, and that's when everything kind of went downhill. On Sunday night, I had to bring her to the emergency room because it like even like upsets me talking about it, because y'all know me, I love my kids. I'm very overprotective of them. I'm very like they're my everything. I love them to death, and it sucks seeing your kids sick. It's really difficult for me. You know, I've said it before. I don't know if I've said it on camera, but I feel like the hardest thing about being a mother or being a parent is like seeing your kids sick, because you can't just like take that away. You can't fix it instantly. Like, it's something that if it's a virus, you have to like wait it out, or you get what I'm saying. Like, illness is very hard to deal with sometimes. But I'm on it. Like, I am the type of mom that I am making sure that I'm reducing fevers, that I'm taking care of them and their symptoms, that I'm able to, you know, just make them feel comfortable any way that I can. And that's just, and that's my personality too. I am the type of person who takes care of people, and I love doing that and makes me feel better. And that's my love language in a way, is just being there for people. And of course, my kids are number one, right? So anyways, I had to take her to the emergency room because when she was sleeping, she would be asleep, and then she would just shake. Like not like a seizure, but she would just shake in pain. And I've never seen my children, either of them, ever that sick before. It was so scary. And so I called the overnight nurse to figure out exactly what I need to do. Like, is this, like, I just never seen, I was almost in shock. Like, I just didn't know how to deal with this situation. And it was, I believe it was, this was on Sunday. So we went to the emergency room at 12 a.m. on Sunday. So, right, basically Monday. And we were there till 6 a.m. Monday. So for 6 hours, we were in the emergency room, and it was just me and her. My husband and son stayed home because I just didn't see a purpose for them going to the emergency room with us, and it just didn't make sense. So it was just me and her there, and they, of course, checked her. Her oxygen was fine, because I have been doing everything in my power to keep her temperature down with medication and fever reducing stuff. I was able to get her temp down to a normal temp, because her temp at the highest hit 103.7, and that's the highest temperature I've ever seen my children get up to. I've never been that high before. Like, it's just, my daughter got hit hard, and it was very scary for me. And even talking about it, I'm an emotional person, but when it comes to my kids, I'm very like, I just love them so much. So I had taken her home. They gave me some medicine. They told us that we have COVID. So of course we quarantined. We stayed home for 5 days. Well, the night, or technically the morning, because it was like early Monday morning, my husband and I were texting while I was at the emergency room with her, and he was just saying that he started not feeling great. So I had just stopped feeling really crappy with my COVID symptoms that I had, which I didn't even know was COVID at the time. But I was also staying home. Y'all know that I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I only go shopping once a week, and So we were home. It wasn't like we were going in and out and around people during the time that my son or I were sick. Um, but anyways, so we quarantined after we found out we had COVID, and my husband started getting sick, and luckily his situation was kind of like mine. A lot of our symptoms were the same, just like our son, but our daughter got hit the hardest, and I'm happy that everybody's doing better now. My husband's over it, everybody's over it, we're all doing better. But it was just so draining having COVID, and then also afterwards, like, having to take care of everybody else around me at the same time. It was very, it's like you just have to do that when you're a mom. Like, I'm not complaining about it at all. I'm just saying it's just been a very tough 2 weeks for my family. And with the holidays, like even New Year's, guys, I was so sick on New Year's. I didn't get a drink. I did stay up, but it was just like, I had so many hopes going into this year. Like, I was so excited. I put that workout plan together, and of the Grow with Joe workouts that I really wanted to do, especially like starting out this year, I was just very excited and very pumped up about what this year looked like for me and what I want it to look like for me. And I'm trying to not, be too hard on myself, because you can't help when you get sick. You can't help when these things come up. But going in from this point forward, so where I'm at today, which I don't know if I think I said it, but I'm so like, it's like 11 o'clock here right now when I'm putting this video together. But my daughter's okay. Once we went to the emergency room on Sunday, like 2 days were really hard. And she even got to a point where when we went to the emergency room that day on Sunday, she went mute, and she like didn't talk to us at all, which is very crazy, honestly, because my daughter is very vocal and she is a huge communicator. Like, she lets me know whenever the slightest thing is bothering her. If she has a headache or a tummy ache or anything, she tells me. And during COVID, she basically went mute for days, and I'm like, I don't know, like I said, it's been very, very difficult even thinking about it. So she's doing better. She's back to her normal self. Actually, today, whenever me and her were just hanging out, because we hang out every day, all day, but she was playing doctor and pretending that me and a few of her teddy bears were her patients. So, I mean, she's just doing a lot better now. And like I said, everybody's good. Everybody's over it. And now it's time to just, okay, like, I got through it. Hopefully that's like the craziest and the worst thing that we go through in 2023. Hopefully it is not a bad omen, and let me know that's what the year looks like, because I don't know if I can handle much more of days like that or weeks. So today is Monday for me, but of course Tuesday when you guys watch this. But for Monday, I have started back on my diet. I did not work out yet today. I'm probably going to just do my Monday workout on Wednesday, because that's my rest day. And I'm just getting back on everything. I weighed myself today, and I weighed 199 pounds. So I have gained weight. And that, to be honest with you, since Thanksgiving, I wasn't really, counting every little calorie. I think it was pretty much after Thanksgiving, I wasn't really, I was being more lenient. And then once December hit, I kind of just allowed my calories and, the food intake to just be what it was. So I'm not surprised that I did gain weight. When I was sick, I was eating soups. I was drinking Gatorades, and I'm talking about the full sugar Gatorades. And it's been a time where I'm happy that I gave myself a break from counting calories and all that stuff. But I'm happy today that I'm back on track, and I hope from this day forward everything's gonna go good. No more illness, nothing. And on Thursday I am gonna do a post where I talk to you guys about how much I've lost this week, but it's not really a week because today's Monday, so really it'll only be a few days between now and the next update, but I've got to get back on track with my posting. I got to get back on track with everything. Also, I haven't, to be transparent with you guys, I have not worked out since I got sick. I had zero energy whenever I first got sick, and taking care of others, making sure everybody was okay and comfortable. And you guys know I struggle with anxiety, and when everybody's sick, I can't, my focus is solely on the people that are around me. I will drop everything to make sure my family is okay and well taken care of. And like I told you guys, I mean, I don't care what people think about gender roles or whatever. Like, I'm a mom, but me as a person, I love being that person to others. I love being a nurturer, and you know, that was like all I can handle at the time, was just making sure everybody was taken care of, making sure that I wasn't even worried about like calories. Like I said, all I was worried about was making sure I got fluids in and all of that. So when it comes to New Year's resolutions that I had, I don't have my list in front of me, so maybe in the next video I'll have things a bit more put together. I just really wanted to post this because I feel like I've stayed away too long, and I just really wanted to see you guys, and hopefully, you know, y'all haven't left me. But I understand too at the same time, you know, when people stop posting, it's easy to, you know, move on from it, you know. But I do appreciate everybody who has been there for me. But moving forward into this new year, my goals, I don't have, like, of course, you guys know that I want to lose 70 pounds. I'm not doing math right now, but I've lost about 20 something pounds of that. So I don't have a specific weight that I'm going to get to by the end of every month. I'm just going to let it be what it is. I'm just going to focus on now doing my points with Weight Watchers and doing my workouts and my water intake. No more sugary drinks. I am such a sucker for wanting to drink my calories, and I love water, so it's not like it's hard for me, but I do, of course, love a sugary drink, so I need to stop that completely. And every single month, my goal is to post, or at least show you guys, the workouts that I have planned for myself for that month. It helps me a lot more having a monthly plan. It didn't used to in the beginning, but it really helps me out now with my weight loss journey, having something that's already planned for me, and I just know what's going to happen this week. I'm not stressed about what workouts I'm doing. It's already done. Like, I already have it set up. So I'm going to continue doing that, and I'm going to get really strict on my Tuesday and Thursday posts. I don't know if I'm ever going to get off that schedule again, because I was kind of doing that, trying to, you know, post right after I got my results from a weight loss, 30-day weight loss, you know, or 2 week, or what do you get what I'm saying, like my little challenges that I was doing. But it just helps me stay on track to just have like a scheduled post day, and I think it also helps a few of you guys that y'all can sit here and count on those days for a video. But I think that's all I have really set to talk to you guys about today. Hopefully I will have a better planned, well thought out video for Thursday, and I just wanted to update you guys and see y'all, and I hope y'all have been doing well. I hope y'all had a wonderful Christmas and New Year's if you celebrate Christmas. And yeah, and it's been hard not being able to see you guys or talk to y'all, but I'm back, and I'm not going to go anytime soon, and I will see you guys on Thursday, and I will update you guys on where I'm at with everything, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys then. Bye.